So I just wanted to start off by saying, good job, Viva. We did really, really well. I think for the most part, if I remember right, we only made a bunch of like little mistakes. So I don't think I'll be critiquing too much, but we'll see. I haven't actually looked over this footage yet. In case if you're wondering what we're doing, our big brain plan was we were going to sacrifice Aiden by blue beaming him so that they go after him since he has the blue beam. This fails pretty spectacularly, as you see. But just in case if you're wondering what we're doing, that's what we're trying to do. With this here, I went ahead and just jumped off the edge just because we'll be able to regroup faster. I see a lot of Mercies try and get out anyways, and they end up dying and they are even more staggered. So, in that case, it's definitely just better to just jump off the edge and do a full reset. I do appreciate the Farah pick. I do think something that we could work on and be a little better at is counter picking. It's real common to hear people say, well, I have gold damage. My least favorite one to hear is, I have gold objective kills or gold elims. In my opinion, those don't super matter. That's the most irrelevant stat of them all. But I do think that's something that we could work on a little bit, so I could do a video on that if you guys are interested. If not, just let me know. Another thing that we could work on is taking out turrets. We play against so many sim players that I'm not sure why this isn't already a habit, but it was so bad, especially in this first round. It did get better as we kept playing, but keep in mind whenever you leave the turrets up and it's beaming your support characters, it's taking their attention away from healing you and your teammates because they're having to take out turrets. Looking at this gameplay, I think another thing to keep in mind is like more strategic pins from our Reinhardt in general. I'm not saying Caleb, even though Caleb was playing. I am completely guilty of doing this as well. Whenever I'm on Rhine, it is really easy to pin yourself into a terrible position. This hold was done super well on our part. I do think it's important, especially when you've lost two members of your team to play slow. We got them to use several really big ults. So their next push was basically dead in the water. They used Grav, they used Reaper ult, and they used Trans there. So they really were not going in with much. To be honest, I didn't notice this in game. I noticed this now that we are looking back at game footage. On the real sim heavy maps, we should be running a Pharah or a Junkrat, period. Our Junkrat got in there really early because they had set up TP, destroyed TP, and killed their sim. Junkrat in particular is really good for that just because of the explosive damage. So I do think one of the two is a necessity whenever we're going to be running against a sim. There we didn't do it, but I still feel like it's a good thing to just mention. There's a lot of value dying and fighting on point. Getting as high of a percentage as you can before the other team takes it will definitely help out in the long run. My positioning on my Junkrat here is really good. They can't hit him, but he can hit them. So keep that in mind if you're playing Junkrat, or Hanzo with the Storm Arrows is another good place to use that.
Alright, what's the play here? What are we doing?
Oh my ping is scary.
Alright, first things first, he's going to do the ridiculous charge. So do you guys want to
I am
prepare
so
to murk him right
incredibly
off the
proud
Yeah, where is
that
it?
someone
Right?
had pointed
get-go?
out
He's going to be...
that he would be in that crazy spot he was in before. We literally fell for that a shameful amount of times in the last scrim. I want to say it was 3 times that we got charged by him. He was in the exact same spot, didn't move, and we did not learn. So I'm really, really proud that someone pointed it out and we planned for it, because that was ridiculous.
He's top and bottom floor.
Yeah, just be
He's
on the
walking
lookout
into the
the
theater
second you
right
see
now.
him. Is he?
Yeah, I'm gonna go right immediately.
He's standing.
Or he's just standing in front of.
Just staring at us menacingly.
Alright guys, so to the right, in the theater, get the Reinhardt.
Do we all just go up into theater and then go in the alleyway? Yeah, so just head over and right.
That's the first thing that's happening,
Yeah,
yep.
head up, over, right.
Try and flashbang him if he pinned.
He dropped down.
Did we get him down?
Right.
He went down.
Yeah, he dropped. Alright, go right side, go right.
Caleb.
Eric, wrong way.
Yep.
It's okay.
Yeah, put your controller down and make L's with your hands.
Sorry, the command hadn't processed yet. I understand the left versus right.
We're already doing so much better. We're a lot more cohesive. We're really learning, and I'm really proud. Admittedly, me and the Junkrat probably shouldn't have gone up here.
Circle,
I don't think we win these, if I remember right. Yeah, we definitely didn't win those. So, admittedly, that was a mistake on our part. I do think going all the way around like that is also a little odd. But if it works, it works. I was just getting sprayed by that soldier from behind who had died early on and had been coming back.
Well, we should say it.
He's going back. Ryan's in the room again.
That was a good call out on our Babs Parks. I'm going to be honest, I wouldn't expect him to be up there
he's back up there, so
after the first fight had already happened. That's weird on his part for doing that. I wouldn't have expected that, and I would have definitely have gotten charged had that call out not been made.
We don't need any more ults.
You needed a doctor?
Kind of really wanted to do it just because you said it. I'm gonna be honest.
Help!
Freeze low.
I'm here.
Well, it's your Reinhardt, so
Don't stop now.
do you want to have a front line or do you want me to cap point?
True.
Yeah.
I'm gonna push card, I guess.
So I'm not going to rag on this part because we definitely knew the fuck up as soon as it happened. But I do think that we
sorry.
should be
Yeah, I forgot we even
checking
had a
our own
fucking-
teammates' ult charge as much as possible.
That's so fucking annoying. I'm so sorry. I thought that you had it
Just so
already.
mess ups like that don't happen.
The guy grabs a cooldown. It's not.
I'm like, hold on. Isn't it like one of the hardest to get in game? Unless
Yeah.
you are God? Other half.
I do think some people could be
Big separate.
critical of us using dragons at that point, but I would much rather him throw it and get maybe one or two people than hold on to it for the entirety that our Zarya
No shield.
is
Careful.
trying to get it back. 'Cause that's a long time to be holding on to an ult and just not using it.
Yeah, he's trying to meme. I don't know where he is.
Mercy in
He's
the
across. He ran through.
Uh,
He's on main.
I'm back. I'm
damage
going
boost
back.
engaged.
Going left side.
Mercy's
Go around.
Let's get you back out there.
looking to shadow, I think.
freeze low.
Great team.
Yes, there it is.
Helden sterben nicht.
Oh,
A clean bill of health.
Mercy's up there with him, apparently.
Excuse me? Didn't realize I grabbed a Ryan. That's cool.
My ult.
ow! Flash and fan.
We
Hey.
have dragons and grab
Yeah.
next fight.
Wait for. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for him. Yes, we have dragons.
They don't have Mercy ult. They don't have
Good.
visor, and they don't have shatter.
Damage increase.
Good.
Only thing they have is nano. And probably McCree ult.
Oh,
Taken care
big
of.
bubbles here.
You should be at peak performance level.
Hey. No worries. Alright, you guys ready to party?
This is the exact reason why this combo is so broken. It just does really well if you have a good Zarya. So be sure to be checking your other teammates'
McCree's
ult
left
charge.
behind,
Plus,
McCree's
it
left.
can give you an idea of
You guys get him.
what needs to swap.
That's a problem.
Because if your DPS or one of
Pushing
your
it in, we're
DPS
pushing
or
it
one
in.
of your tank
Yep, please cap.
is at,
Yeah.
40% ult charge while the rest of your team has it, that person is not doing anything productive and should switch.
My ult though.
Where does it hurt? We make a great team. I'm taking care of you. Damage amplified. Healing stream engaged.
This is kind of what I'm talking about. Not saying Roscoe's bad, but he definitely fucked up that ult real hard. It got caught
Ryan anti.
on that little doorway, and so they weren't able to do anything with it.
Run low.
Damage increase.
Play aggressive, Ryan. I have nano. Sorry,
So even though my Rhine was supposed to get Nano and my Zarya got it instead, that's still not a throw. My Zarya was pretty high charge the entire time, so she still would have been doing a good amount of damage. Here we also need to keep in mind my Ana is playing really far back, which is good because they're having to deal with the people on point, and they're not even really looking at my Ana just because she's so far back, and they'd have to leave the team fight to take care of her. So really keep in mind where you are in her LOS, because otherwise you're just not going to get healing.
Mercy's low. Good.
Immer
Nice, good
unterbricht
job,
mich
guys.
jemand bei der Arbeit.
Ugh. What is gold damage?
Don't know.
Homie has it.
Just to end your curiosity, Eric, it was 8K at that point in the game.
That last graph is just for memes.
Actually, it helped me because I wasn't
think
sure
they
where the
go
fuck the person
far.
on Gart was.
I wasn't either. That's why I was like, if they're on point, they're
guys
gone.
play
And if
Ash?
they're-
I'll have to, but
defense,
it's just nice
same,
on this map.
Same nonsense.
Honestly, a May would be fat. We just hold corner.
May would be
And
so fucking
we'll
fat.
we'll choke.
Choke them up.
Yeah.
I'll be
Throw
watching
the first
over.
punch, make it a good one.
Let's
Yo,
get
what?
Choke them out. Spank the monkey. Bop the baloney. Choke the chicken.
Yes.
What about the monkey? Tickle the beaver.
I'm just gonna wait patiently with a wall so they have no idea who I am.
Yep.
Soldier.
Let me get you patched up.
Damaged soldier.
Kill him.
Kill him.
You needed a doctor.
I
You're
don't know
good,
if we should charge like that, but it's okay.
Right
On a
beside
1.
Cross is low.
Here, I was gonna say that we should have been paying attention to the Mercy, but honestly, it's too
Cool.
early in the fight for their Rhine to have any type of meaningful ult charge. So, if you see that the Mercy is going for a res, that there's no way that the person is going to be able to get out alive, go ahead and let it happen. That way you can get some ult charge.
On his ass.
Sleep down.
Soldier's behind, guys. Soldier behind.
Right.
Nice.
Nice.
I don't have wall. I'll just use it to get up there. It's okay.
Is teabagging too toxic?
Yes.
No.
Except it's not. Yeah.
damage increase. Schutzengel ist da. Mercy in Bereitschaft. Get ready. They're coming back.
What's on my ult?
Heroes never die. Freeze! Don't move.
They TP'd. I'm on fire. Dex so low.
Oh, we just kept her from getting anywhere.
Damage increase. Heilstrahl aktiviert.
Who wants to meme? We got plenty
Yo,
of time.
TP
party
somewhere.
time?
It is party time, but
We're
I'm
trying to
thinking
TP
about when's
somewhere.
the best time to do it.
I'd say wait for them all to
Where's Hap?
kind of push together, because they're
Yep.
gonna group because
They're
of
gonna.
May.
I was gonna say either that or when they pop out of the teleporter.
Soldiers on left side.
Heals, please. I know, I know. We're
Good
so
fucking
with
wall,
you
dude.
Unshattered.
The whole tier was really, really good on our team. I at first disagreed with the Blizzard, but it ended up working out really
not on
well
point,
for
yes.
us. So don't always listen to what I have to say. What I have to say is just mere
we do.
suggestion. Caleb, whenever you're
have
low
4
HP
health.
like that, back up to choke. That way you can get healed a little bit faster by
We'll have
your
to help our
healers, because
May,
most of them can
because-
heal you from afar.
Thanks, May.
I
You've been
know, but
fucking killing
Mercy's
it.
scary.
It's also
It's
Kel who
Kel.
will literally go out of
Like-
his way for this.
Damage boost
Oh my
engaged.
god, he
I
lived.
feel like my shield was warranted in that statement.
Heroes
Soldiers
never
below.
die.
I have no
5
wall.
seconds.
This positioning right here tells me that their Reaper has ult and is trying to use it.
5 seconds.
He
Reaper,
died
teleport
because of
behind you.
Caleb, but that's something to be aware of. Their Reaper has ult.
Did I wall you off? Fuck.
Their soldier was really toxic to me, and probably a good
Guess no healer.
70% of the time would ult when I would ult, making it kind of hard to use it. So instead of learning like I should have, I would get visored all the time. To avoid that as Mercy, you fly low, really play your corners. I'm not really sure what was going in my brain where that didn't happen, but it just didn't.
Have my ult again.
Hit the soldier.
2/3 of the way to grab again.
Don't die here. Just stay alive.
JK, 7/10.
To lose.
We can hold close here.
Yeah, we can. We have May.
Let me get you patched up. Powered up.
5 seconds.
Well done.
So this bubble here was really big on our Zarya. It ended up saving our team because it
down,
blocked
Greg.
Shatter, so good job, Eric.
Yeah, I saw
I
that.
don't know if we needed that. God damn it. Caleb, you killed
Oh,
him
it's good,
all
it's good.
before my ult.
There we go. Antsy be gone.
You guys want to see something funny?
Where does it hurt?
Yeah, I want to see it. Oh, yeah, pull back around the corner, guys. He's memeing. They're coming?
Oh, I missed him.
Here, I feel so bad
Big
for their
wall,
Ana
though.
Amber.
Reaper,
Hanzo's up
teleport
top
on me.
rolling, and she literally could not leave spawn.
Still
There's
okay?
a point where
Yeah, I'm good now.
you'll see him up top and him
Nice.
shooting into spawn, and I think he killed her twice doing that.
Okay.
So that's good positioning, good meaningful picks. So
Good snipe. Kill the soldier.
Being back up.
Oh no.
You needed a
I know.
doctor?
Just worry about you, baby boy.
We make a great team.
Great fucking walls, dude.
I'm playing May more. May's really
See,
good.
I've been telling you.
May's
May's
really
the
good,
way
dude.
to go. Just no one ever wants to do it.
It's kind of fun. Not gonna lie.
I think they're going around.
this is a good call out, and honestly, it makes sense. Half their team can't get out of their spawn because of our Hanzo, so I went ahead and left out of that room because he was probably right. They were going to come up and get the Hanzo off of high grounds that their squishies can leave their spawn.
4 seconds.
That's a great ult, Caleb. Also, Caleb, do you like that wall?
But it did.
I have next to no shield back up.
Okay, we have
The
no
wonders
ults,
of
so
modern
let's just
medicine.
play slow. Anything, just
Hold
die,
behind us.
Caleb.
Back it up as much as you
Anything,
can.
just die.
Increased.
Or just constantly back up, because I'm gonna
If you
have
could
my
just, yeah, I was gonna say, if you guys could disengage, it'd be fat.
ult. We can re-engage.
Let's get you back out there.
Okay.
Ow, they're being so fucking mean. Were you dead?
It's okay.
Yeah, you were.
We can back up here.
Red
That's
half.
why. Group up. Don't just run out there.
Yeah.
I'm
back up.
useless without you. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I
I
get it.
mean from here out. Like, this next part's gonna be the most implemental stage.
Starting
We still have more time. Yeah.
Okay. Just kill him, how about that? And win.
Here, believe it or not, I think we could be more aggressive. Their Mercy is Valking and is
know.
battle Mercying our Hanzo, so that would be a great time to exploit the fact that
Get some
she's
heals on
not
our red.
doing what she's supposed to be.
That was a shitty spot for me. We have combo. Wombo combo.
Who's ready to party?
Fight. Oh no, we need to do it now.
No, I'm
I'll
sorry.
Try,
I was.
I'll try and stall. I'll try and stall.
Yeah, you guys gotta stall.
Oh. Go. Alright, grab it.
the battle continues. Heroes never
I'm on point. We gotta get wombo combo.
Fuck. Sorry. guys. Trying to help the heels out front. Bye bad. I wish it was possible to bubble the immortality. That would be fucking fat.
That would be.
Or be able to bubble the junk tire. That'd be fucking sick.
I'll be watching over you.
What's happening?
Don't just stand around. Do something.
I would love to hear about it.
I know in the past I have ragged on meme strats, but this is personally one of my favorites. It either works really well or you
I'm
throw
ready.
it for your team and they insta-cap. It's
So-
kind of one
oh,
of
you're
the
gonna be
two.
back up
There's
there?
not really an in-between.
Yeah.
So you would go up here with
I
a
love
Mercy and a
being up there.
Junkrat. Normally we
If
would
only-
spam the door,
we have
but
a
we decided
May.
to change
May,
that
give me
strategy a
Meg,
little bit
yeah, hurry up.
and wait until they got
I'm coming,
to
I'm coming. I had
choke
to
to
pee so
spam.
bad, I
I
was
do
not
think
gonna
that
make it.
works better, and I think
Oh,
that's something that we should do from here on out when doing this
Rip.
meme strat.
Yeah, just wait until there's a
Because
switch
if
that you
you're
can
shooting
just
at them
one
from
tap.
behind, they're going to turn to look at you and still get shot at from behind by the rest of your team.
Heilstrahl aktiviert.
Reaper's coming up to you.
Reaper behind.
Oh, he went up there. He went up to them.
I'm taking care of you.
Please come through.
Oh, this is really working right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a wall down.
Zarya won. Zarya won.
Ryan is one.
Reaper.
In this instance, it ended up working out really
They
well.
just don't know what to do about it. They turn their
We did it
faces
for a
and they
team
look at
fight.
him and then they
We were able
got
to get
upset.
out, and now our Junkrat has tire.
Mercy in Bereitschaft.
I'm sure they went monkey to get our Junkrat down from high ground, but he was already off the high ground. Here you can see the monkey is pretty consistently diving me, but my little guardian angel ability has a much shorter cooldown than monkey jump, so be sure to keep a good distance away from your own teammates so you can fly to them. Because he does not do enough damage to kill you instantly. Your health regen will save you whenever you fly away from him. So
Wouldn't be
in
my
theory,
first
if you're a
time.
Mercy, you shouldn't really be dying to a monkey unless if you're one of the last people alive.
No homo though. No homo though.
Yeah, it's for the homies.
For the homies. I can.
Honestly,
I
hey, do we
actually
run
can.
Symmetra?
And you know they're fucking mad about it.
Do
Actually,
we run
Symmetra would
Symmetra,
be
go to
fucking
Crown, and then just all dive point?
fat.
I'm unsure
I
why
don't see
you
this
can't really
working
hear
for this,
me
but
speaking on
going
these
behind them,
recordings.
getting a pin,
But I
very
had said
possible.
that I very rarely see that working. I'd be
I
willing
think
to
the-
give that a
well,
try
the
if we
main
had more
tag is
time,
defense.
but we'll take
Disgusting,
30
though.
seconds
if you're about it, I
doing
don't
all
care.
that, if not more time doing all that, getting
If you
that
can
set up.
target a squishy that's near
And
us,
at that
and we'll
point,
just
I would
all
almost
fucking
say that
lock
we
them
need to
in
switch
with us,
because
that'd be
this
great.
I mean, their
isn't
Ryan plays
viable
super out of
anymore.
position too.
So
Like,
you're
if he
just
tries
not
to
going to
push
get
it,
ult
just
charge
wall
for
him
one
off.
of your
Go right,
DPS is
yeah.
what it
He's trying
turns
to
out to
we
be.
always have to go right
So
just to
I'm
make
down
sure
to
that
try that
we
strat
right
any
there.
other time,
Oh.
just not when we have
not
a
giving
minute
we'll
him
go right,
55
and then
to
we'll
get
go
it.
up the stairs. Is what we'll do.
See him.
take high
He's
ground
not
from
there
him.
yet.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's fine.
Okay.
Soldier.
We'll bully him. We'll bully him.
Did they just have their Rhine TP to top right?
No.
Looks like it.
Yep. Yeah, they did.
Oh, they're Ryan's main.
Oh, they're
Ryan's.
Ryan's.
Oh.
Where
Right.
does it hurt?
Upstairs.
Where?
The battle
Well,
continues.
did you not listen to anything that was said?
Somebody got killed.
Just got
Let's
lasered.
get you back out.
This is a good wall here
He's
on
locked up.
Aiden.
Get the
It gives
run.
us the opportunity to get the real important pick to be able to cap point. Really, from this point on, it's about getting that first
Soldier's
pick
looking at
because
me.
typically the first pick at this point wins.
Sim turrets.
Dein Schutzengel ist da. Much better.
Ah! The fucking bottom bitch. The bottom bitch. Get the bottom bitch.
The sim is the issue.
Yeah, the sim is what fucking murdered both of us.
Yep.
We're not drawing this goddamn game. Let's go.
No, we are not.
Almost have tire and we almost have shatter. Let's do this.
Yeah. Just go main.
Auf einer Skala von 1 bis 10. Wie fest tut es weh? Let me get you patched up.
Soldiers top right.
With the
Back up,
sim
back up, back
ult,
up.
we
We
need
have
to
to back
call
up.
out
Yeah,
to
we don't
back
need
up.
that.
Sim wall is
Should go
not
through
like,
left, I think.
you
I don't
know,
think
the
they'd expect it.
Baptiste
They
matrix. It's useless to them if you step
right,
in
to the right,
front
to
of
the right.
it. Because they obviously are not
God.
blocking anything if you're in front of it. So, future reference, sim wall, step in front of it. Unless if you're
Fucking
too far
close.
away, then obviously don't be taking all that damage for nothing. But typically sim wall is not something that you should be afraid of.
Yeah, that was. We were pulling back, and then some of us went in anyways? Question mark. We wanted the sim ult to fucking dissipate.
Draw row.
That's true.
Overall, though, that was a really good round.
Well,
Of course, this is the round, the longest round of all of them, that I forgot to speed up. So,
that was a good match.
enjoy your 25 minutes of gameplay footage.
Yeah, there it is. That's the thing I was like bitching about.
The big old beam. Fell on deeps, huh?
Oh my god, that does way too much
Yeah.
fucking damage. That should be fucking illegal.
I was muted. Okay, I'm pretty sure. Cause listen, we should probably run dive because they will hold top left.
While I do like that idea for that map because it is true, it's a really
I'll play Farah as dive.
hit scan friendly map because of that high
only gonna play-
ground. Our dive is just not coordinated.
Didn't
I
get us
think
I want to play
maybe
dive,
for
yeah,
one
let's
of
do-
our
I would've wanted
practices, we
to,
should
but
just
so far
do
everything else
nonstop
that has been
quick
chosen
play
says
and
no.
only run dive
Well,
and practice our dive because
Tracer
it's
works, Candy works,
really,
Umbra works, like
it needs a lot of work.
Echo works, Doomfist works,
Ash is good.
Reaper works.
We're
Going
gonna
over here. You're right, far.
Tracer though.
We're gonna go left door. And we're gonna dive top left.
One underneath.
You needed a doctor?
Get up there, champ.
Q.
Sie in Bereitschaftsdienst. Don't stop now.
Pin's low. I got swung at.
Oh! Let's go!
This is not the end.
With Diana.
There's a Zarya. Ryan.
I'm a sleepy boy. It's fine.
That's fine. Are we pushing card at all, or not so much? No.
The comp we're running against them is just not great, honestly.
Yeah, I'm gonna
It's
switch here in
really
a second.
not great at
I'm
all.
already switching.
It's good for the fucking push.
They have
That's
wall,
as much
yeah.
as we needed.
It was literally just to keep them from holding that left high ground.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have bomb here. I'm trying to get a pick.
Jesus.
Help out her, Caleb.
Please.
I wasn't gonna let him.
Oh,
2 seconds.
okay. I'm switching, but I got 2 picks there, so we can move in. They're down both.
Let's get you back out there.
Fuck.
Securing the payload.
That's what happened.
So this will-
I
Oh.
killed him. Alright, guys, back up. I don't know what's going on.
So looking at all this and taking it in, I think what we should have tried next time to start out with was going to the very right and go up top with our Ash and either do double shield or Rhine Zarya to get that hit scan down. The sim is just kind of another
Buster.
issue in and of itself. Those turrets are absolute aids and they're just beaming my tanks in the back. I normally like Afara for the sim, but it just wasn't gonna work out with that soldier because they have really good hit scan.
I'm gonna ult on him. I'm probably gonna go left.
Need
and
to
ult.
take care of Sim.
Yeah, that's what I'm targeting. Took care of it once, but we didn't capitalize on it.
So here is where
Hey,
we
soldier,
should have
if I
gone to the very right because I'm stuck in this corner getting lasered by the soldier who's chipping away at my health. I'm having to use my ult to get out of that
Alright.
position.
Yeah. I
Um,
was like,
My shield was
But
up,
I'm
though,
not.
okay?
I'm honestly not too sure how much that would have mattered. That soldier had the strongest mercy pocket, and it was so AIDS.
Taking damage. Good as new.
That's really bad, lads.
Okay. I don't know what happened there. We just couldn't kill anything.
You should be at peak performance level.
Gold objective kills is 1.
Objective kills is 1. Yeah, it is. Oh my god, no!
Gold kills is 7.
Yeah, silver 6.
Alright. What? Alright. I like that.
We just need to kill things, honestly. There's not much else we could do. We're just weren't killing them.
Well, we couldn't get in there. We weren't
I got
taking
2
care of the
pieces
sim.
tracer.
We could
I got
not get in
2
there. Our Reinhardt could pummel the ever-loving fuck out of them if we could get in the doorway.
I'll be watching.
We need to
I
get in
killed
there and
Ana,
get the turrets
I
down.
killed the-
Killing the Ana is great, but they have a
fine,
really
Symmetra.
great... Yeah. Okay, well, the Symmetra is
push
like
in.
the best fucking hit. No. I don't think pushing in wasn't really the issue. Yeah. Because we were trying to push in as much as we could. I don't think so.
Hold door, right?
Yeah, no, I can't hold door. Because by the time that if we all die, by the time we get back to RD,
Hostiles
the
engaged.
objective.
Me in the right direction.
Just don't die. Forehead.
Damage boost, much you can.
You stand up top.
Oh, look, a sim.
You needed a doctor. Well done.
Yay,
They're not-
I love sim. So much.
Together
Yo,
as
they're
a
playing
team.
defense?
Healing stream engaged.
Please kill the Sim.
Damage.
Still have to push us. Ultra so 1.
This is not.
Oh!
Let me get you patched up. Let's get you back out there.
It wouldn't reach you in time.
Do not die.
Engaged.
Donut die.
Well done.
Do not die.
This is terrible, but for our hit scan, especially when they have Maple on their team, go for the Mercy. Maple's
hate
out
you.
of position a lot of the time.
I really
Um,
did. And I was like, about
She
to fucking
primarily
pop a blood
pockets a
vessel.
soldier, and it just puts her in weird positions where she shouldn't be, and she should get punished for it, but most of the time she doesn't for some
Close up
reason.
top. Try and go take
How
care
about
of
it,
it.
Ryan?
So much.
Ryan has to be the primary focus of your love here. Caleb goes down where the rest of us go down.
Helden sterben nicht. Great team. Heroes never die.
Yeah, Maple, run from me. Don't run
Try to
from
bubble
me.
you. I don't know if it went through. Yeah. Yes. There you go. No. Less than ideal.
Your support has arrived.
What's called damage?
1000.
Second later would have been nice.
Silver.
5.8.
Oh lord.
Bronze.
Well, obviously not our map.
What should we be
It
doing
does
different?
kind of
First
highlight
is,
the
I guess,
things that we need to
actually
work on, which is totally
That was
fine.
the biggest problem.
Yes.
Growth is good.
So we can either
But
run
I
double
do
moth and
think
just hope
maybe
that their
next
soldier can't
practice
Oh,
deal with
we
two
should
flying characters.
be going into quick play and
Well-
practicing our dive because it is piping hot garbage.
Caleb, I could switch on to heals for a round.
You're not at all?
So I think for games where we play against teams
I play Widow.
that know our
wouldn't.
playstyle more, I do think switching it up wouldn't
Played it in
be a
Switch.
bad idea. Obviously, the team that we're playing against knows
Let me know how the heals
us
are.
and our
lads.
playstyle really well, so switching things up might kind of
I'm gonna be a little rusty.
screw up what they're expecting. I don't think this will be a worry for some of the teams that I'm not. I don't recognize people on, but I don't think it'd be a bad idea to swap things up every
Yeah,
once in a
we're gonna
while.
run beer.
To include myself, I don't care to play any of the other
No.
roles.
Beer is easy.
You
Moonshine
just
is
might not want me on those roles.
You know what else is hard?
Your support has
My dick.
My penis.
Being to see her again.
Oh.
Playing Sim again.
Just kidding. No one ever loves me.
Yeah, they got
It's
turrets
weak.
everywhere.
It's so weak.
Okay, I bubbled him.
healing stream engaged. Damage increased.
Turns are down.
Let's get you back out there.
How slow. Sorry, it
Damage
is.
was engaged.
Expect.
Nice. Oh, leave him alone. All right, you fucking muppet.
You should be at peak performance levels.
Yeah, of course. Res me though.
So I know some of you are watching and wondering, what in the hell are you doing? That's the
Yeah, teabag
context.
aggressively.
It's just
Yeah.
jokes
Did my
and
body
memes.
actually go off the map? Because I died before I actually hit the water.
Fuck.
Okay. Rip. So say if that was actually a resable thing.
I mean,
Someone go Uber her. We're poking for ults now, boys, because it's gonna be a minute.
you're up there by yourself.
Bin da. Let's get you
I
back
can't
up.
be up there with you, lad.
You're good. You're good. I was just shoving
Be a
Soldier
sec.
off.
Damage amplified.
Who wants to party?
You got
Healing
party time?
bottom left.
Not quite yet.
Yep.
Heroes
I
never
got my
die.
tanks.
2 seconds. 1 second. Oh my god, I got him Bob instead.
Ow. That hurts. Makes me feel bad.
Tired?
Zarya's
mostly.
so weak behind you, Zarya.
Oh, I was.
Zarya's really weak in that left room.
Thank you, Angel.
Yep. We are all over the fucking point there, lads. Alright. Regroup, regroup, regroup.
Morgan, look to your right.
Never really.
Back in the fight.
I just can't get ultra from these guys, honestly.
Damage increase.
Ooh.
I've got you. Ilios, let me get you patched up. Damage boost engaged. Get them off me.
Reloading, please don't take damage for the moment.
This is going to sound like a goofy tip, but it definitely is helpful. If you want to just go on to maps in a custom game and just look at where all the health packs are and practice walking to them backwards, it could have relieved our Ana just a little bit from having to worry about getting everyone healed before they died.
Kill Mercy, Mercy, Mercy. Mercy's 1.
Helden sterben nicht.
They're all back. Roscoe's 1 HP.
Help!
We need
Please.
back up.
Woo!
Good kill.
Starting over from the beginning. I'm with you.
Peek.
Let me get you patched up. Damage boost engaged. This will help.
Oh, on first level.
Heroes never die.
I have ult again.
Administered. You should be at peak performance.
So I do think this was pretty well played on our part. I think when you go into second point on this map, the goal should be at minimum to get a tick. It's not always doable to cap the whole thing
okay?
in one go. So it's a good push if you go in and get a tick, even if you don't full cap it. So I'll just repeat what I said just because, again, you can't hear my mic for some reason.
It's massive.
Brig is a really brawly character, so she typically does better on attack. When you're on defense, you're waiting for the team to come to you, so in that
But yeah, I like the
time frame, you're just kind of sitting there not doing anything. As a support, the goal is to be doing something productive at all
That's definitely fucking
times.
true.
So what that would equate to is like my DPS just sitting there doing nothing. That goes for like Mercy and Ana and Bap if you're
The
sitting
initial
there
break, I'm gonna
healing
play
someone
back to
who's
right
full HP.
Off angle.
It's just not helpful. You might as well just be sitting there doing
Either they're
nothing
gonna bowl
and
us or we're
looking
gonna dome 'em.
pretty.
They have a sim.
First save sim.
So as soon as we made the call out that they had
Some
a
of them off high
sim, we
ground.
should have started dropping back to point, maybe getting high ground. If they have a sim, they're gonna TP. That's just kind of obviously how that character works. We still hold really well
Runs really
here,
well.
so it's not a big issue. Our Hanzo was
Symmetra on me in
able
the
to go
back.
up top
Build
and
Symmetra,
take
but
care of
Symmetra
that.
got me.
But
Wait for
if
my
you don't
fucking
have
safe one.
anyone who has that type of
I didn't realize
mobility,
she was that charged.
then be sure to drop back to point.
Regroup.
I'm trying to farm ult here.
Group up with me.
They're TPing.
Enemy
Back
contact.
question mark? Oh, they're not. They're not.
Healing
yeah.
stream engaged.
They do. They do.
The way that they were positioning made me believe that they were going to TP up to where our Ashe was.
Now
Luckily, our
my
Ashe got the pick before they can get that TP up. So, just whenever
ult.
they're running
Ready?
sim, keep in mind where they're
We'll try to shield a little bit.
positioned and facing if you're able to do that, because that should tell you where the TP is going to go.
Nope. They hit grab. They hit the. What's it called?
Your support
Sorry, in the middle. No.
Yeah, back up, back up, back up, back up.
Damage boost engaged.
He's being fucking rude. Come back here.
back up all the way if we can.
Yeah.
40 to ult again. Close to me. Close to me.
He can't heal.
Oh,
Come on the other side.
Oh,
look.
it's just Sim, it's just Sim, it's just Sim.
So much winnable.
Sim is one shot.
Starting over from the beginning.
We gotta hurry back.
No. I didn't know you were still on point. I would have let you do that rather than me. Fuck, I'm an
This
idiot.
is gonna be close. We're gonna be able to recontest here, so let's just back up and go high ground or something.
I could use some assistance.
Oh, Morgan.
Yeah, that's very true.
Your support has arrived.
Oh, pin. I'm dead.
That's better.
I'll bubble. It's very helpful.
She's anti.
I couldn't. Okay, we can regroup.
Whoa, Amber. Not Amber, fucking no, Morgan.
Whoa.
I'm sorry.
Whoa.
You can't say racist things like that, okay?
Sorry, we thought you were Amber because
I
you
get
know
called
she's the one
Ames
that says the
all the
racist
time.
things.
You'll live.
He's by himself. He's by himself.
Pull back just a little bit. Pull back just a little bit.
Just bag it up. Someone hold high ground behind us, they will TP.
That's a good call out on Caleb's
Here,
part.
just monkey
That's
maybe.
one of the more popular places to TP on this map. It's
Visor.
either the back
Oh, they
stairway
got TP left?
or directly onto the little back.
I couldn't hit you.
Keeping high ground on
What's
me.
that called? Like high ground?
It's so big.
And they're anti.
Just kill him more.
Don't talk about the shatter.
The battle continues. Let me get you patched up.
So we did use a
love
lot
the
of
second you were
ults there.
pinned.
Luckily,
Yeah, I
we
fucking
still have 2 for
can't
this
give you that
next
ammo.
team
I know,
fight.
I was like, ooh,
And
that
Shatter,
hurt.
you can get really quickly. Just be real aware of how many ults you're using per fight and to not let it all go at once.
No shield.
That's how you get rolled rather quickly, especially on this map.
I'm here.
Yeah. I also antied it just in case.
Heroes never die.
I don't have any bubbles.
What?
Still need you.
We're not gonna talk about that pin, huh?
I'm taking
Nope.
I was stuck in that spot anyway. Going back as
I'm
ball.
dead, so play it, please.
Run half, run half.
Going back as ball.
It's only the backbone of society, don't worry about it.
They solo ulted me, but that's fine. Oh no, they ulted you too.
We gotta kill the bat.
Done.
No, you're fine. Don't worry about it at all. We're fine. We're actually doing remarkably well. I was expecting to get her dick kicks. I was expecting to get her dick kicked in like first round. Yeah, exactly.
Right now?
They try and come in. Yeah, it's best of 3. They try and come up top. I'm gonna move
Winston's trying to.
Soldier or back half.
Yeah,
I'm about to have Visor. Can you damage
I
me?
can't.
Ich kümmere mich um dich.
Maple is solo. I got her.
Heroes never die.
Shrubs, come on.
Yeah.
So that's 3, right?
We're 2
Yeah,
and...
that's
oh,
2.
2 and
and
1
we have
and
a tie. Yeah, 2, 1, and 1.
So very well played. I think in that team fight, what helped us win is we had better ult management. Even though we did have some moments where we
Yo,
did
that's a fucking
use
obese
quite a
grab.
bit, we just used them better.
Way to go, guys.
Press start, but
Yeah.
we should be fine.
Going back to my
I
team.
kept asking. I was like, did he
Yeah,
hit me yet?
no, I've,
Okay.
All right, what's the goal here?
I think we should put. Oh, I think we should put Eric on tank for this map.
all right,
Just
we're gonna
because
want
it's
to
Richie, yeah, I was gonna
Just
say
because
Richie is not as
Yeah.
strong as
Yeah.
Zach, so that means that we can just meme the fucking tank war here.
Yeah, honestly, I might play Sig.
I'm
Maybe.
gonna play Sig.
What is it? It was Lighthouse, and I'll play Ryan.
No, it's
I'll play
yeah, I was
Sig
gonna
well.
say.
I'll play Moira. That's about the only healer I can play.
Uh,
I'll be watching
Yeah, they are.
over you.
I'm not.
We're just gonna stay on this high ground right here.
As any character. I'm gonna stick with my Ryan most of the time here,
yeah.
or just he's just gonna die instantly because there's so much damage going on.
Cool.
Holy fuck!
I'm taking care of you.
I got you, buddy. I got you, buddy. I got you, buddy.
Yo, fat.
Damn,
All right, counter charged.
Let me get you patched up.
Thank you. Good Ryan. Good job.
Yep.
Kill the mercy. 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 Where did he TP to?
Here behind. Yeah, there.
Where's there?
You able to live? Where
Where's there?
homophobic is. Ew.
Simple
Hold.
TP.
I hear a frog. Get away from the ledges.
I see the frog. I'm shooting the frog.
That was a good call out. When we were picking the map, they made it very clear that they were going to run the Reddit frog. So that would
Richie's on
have
me.
primarily have been the goal of the Reddit frog was to get us off the map. So I do think one thing we can work
Yeah,
on
play a
a
little
little
better.
bit more.
I don't know where half of this is. pretty much no point.
is keeping the team fight on point. We have Orion
have a
and
very,
we
like,
can
together
play big man in
There's
a
nothing
little
scared me,
room.
It was certain.
Instead,
Reaper
we
up
just
top.
kind of go off
There's a
random
Reaper just sitting up top in the
places
corner. Right to your left.
sometimes and get split. So, playing more cohesive on point whenever people are dropping to point, that would be ideal.
Fuck! Come on. Pull back, pull back.
A clean bill of health.
Nice.
I've got you.
I was gonna say that was a really bro move. I appreciate that.
I'm taking care of you.
Little things. Nice. That's huge. All right.
Hog no hook.
Reaper's right side. Reaper's
Teleporting
TPing.
up top.
Hear him.
Yep, stop left.
Heroes never die.
Thank you.
Helden sterben nicht.
Where's the fucking Reaper? Never mind.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Lucio's right side of point.
Kill the Lucio. Kill the Lucio.
Lucio dead.
You needed a doctor?
Frog? Is it a frog? Yeah. Don't
I
do
didn't
that.
see you.
Okay. There's no reason for us to be like super far out this time, so keep that in mind.
I'm taking care of you.
Hog no hook.
Powered up.
He's coming around for the side. He's looking for a shatter.
Let's get you back out there.
Shatter his shield. Fuck him. He's got nowhere to go.
It's fucking low. Reaper's behind.
Reaper and Hog behind.
Reaper
Reaper
and
Hog
Hog
behind.
behind.
Damage increased. I'm taking care
Spam
of
point.
you.
Fight it two.
Oh no.
Not two.
Fuck you. Are you kidding me?
I'm gonna save ult.
That sucks. I think we should honestly just play on point because they're gonna keep on flanking and being stupid. Like,
Okay, we have to go.
yeah, we do. Touch if you can. Die on point. It's better than the alternative.
Try.
Don't hook me. 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 Don't hook me.
Oh, it's winnable.
A speedy recovery.
Caleb, you're gonna live. God damn it. Caleb, you're gonna live. God damn it.
I shielded, but okay.
Come on.
Caleb, I did so much healing in that fight.
Heroes never die.
Alright, that's like the
Got
worst
that
map for
res.
this comp.
Yeah. We're gonna have to get our shit
Most
together.
of our problem there was we just weren't playing on point, and I'm pretty sure for this whole series of maps, that was the big issue, is not playing on point. A lot of their
No,
stuff
definitely not. Definitely
benefits
100%.
them more
No.
if
With what they're
we
running
He's
are
not
playing
comfortable
closer
on
to
kills to
edges,
begin
and we
with.
just really
I don't
seem to
expect him to
play
whip out
into
that
that
and
for
win it.
some
Yeah.
reason. So on this set of maps, be sure to play on point.
Yeah.
It'll help out your supports for sure because they're not getting put in weird
Should have been
places
any kind of support.
and picked.
Where's this fucking frog?
He's right on the left.
Them's half.
Nice. Thank you, homie. I killed two of them. Let's go.
There's no way. Sims one shot right side.
Go. I'll keep you healed.
Stick together on point unless you are flying.
Sim's up top above me.
We are
Yeah.
fine. Caleb's just not.
So again, there we make the call out to play on point, and then we just don't.
Okay. There's a healing orb in the building inside.
Thank you.
Oh.
Der Kampf ist noch nicht vorbei.
Our enemy returns. We're going to
They're coming in. They're coming in. They're coming in. They're coming in. Here.
You're powered up. Get in there.
Helden sterben nicht.
Watching your back.
Still here. I'm still here.
Will only hurt for a minute.
Roadhog's low.
Get back in the fight.
Big pick.
Dein Schutzengel ist da.
That's the worst of all options.
She's so charged. Just what can you do?
I'll rest when the fighting is done.
Come on, Dad.
I can't do anything, dude. I'm getting cock blocked so hard by their tanks.
I'm trying to kill everything.
Cap, cap, cap.
Oh my god. This game is the most. I hate
Try to
playing
stay on point, guys.
because it's the most stressful thing in the
It
entire
is.
world.
Turn around.
Sorry.
Hey, there you go.
Take your medicine.
Fuck this frog.
Lucio's top of the lighthouse.
Okay, Hog's on right.
Hog right side.
Sim left.
Play in this
He's
lighthouse
right.
if you can.
Sim.
So my Moira here has run out of heals, so at that point I would go up and play with your tanks, and if you spam your suck button, it'll recharge your the amount of healing that you have,
Hog and Lucio with
so
me.
that you'll be able to go back to healing.
Right.
Trying to heal you. I'm coming back, tanks.
They have a far now. Drop a
That's
sim.
what they do.
Thank God.
Lucio 1, Lucio
Get on
1.
point, get on point.
Heals, please. Thank you, Moira.
Far, far, right side.
I didn't see you shooting me. I assumed you were shooting someone else. I just saw the piss. I appreciate it then.
It's just a scratch. You'll be fine.
Live, 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 live,
Coming for you.
live, please. Oh, dog.
Fuck! That happened to me. That fucking happened to me. World's longest hook.
Or half.
Here, I'm definitely making the call out of what's
I learned to
happening
listen.
to me. You just can't hear it because of the way the recording is.
You guys are
When you
fucking
hear
massive.
that from your
Let's
Ana or
go.
your support,
Kick him in the dick.
it'd be kind of you to help them. I'm not saying you have to.
Can we
It's
switch
also in
Aiden
your
back onto
best
tank or something? 'Cause
interest.
I don't.
No, I'm doing great.
Your
actually.
mental energy is not meant for this. I got you, baby.
14,347 healing.
Is there any way?
Let me finish the fucking game.
Yeah,
Can you
no,
get
we
off?
can't switch.
Aiden,
in
oh, we
game
can't
like
switch.
this.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Um.
Eric is fine.
No, it'll be fine.
No, it is actually fine. I'm gonna have 21,000 healing if I keep my average.
We're gonna brawl the ever-loving shit out of them
Yeah.
because now that they're expecting Hog,
If we can get like a brawl DPS, that'd be pretty good.
can we get two? Yeah, that would be
Oh,
fucking fantastic.
Actually, these DPS are perfect. Hanzo and McCree.
All right, sure.
If they have
If you
anything
think so.
unexpected, we have a McCree. Hanzo's
Should have gone
obviously
mercy. Should have been any kind of support. Ended up losing, and you got
I
all
haven't heard
mad.
that song in so
I
fucking
know.
long.
I just thought of it when Morgan was like, I should have played
Yep,
Mercy.
they have an echo.
Be okay.
All right, like.
Fuck right side.
Also, play a little bit conservative. The rest of your whole team isn't even inside, dude.
Who's purple? You said he's purple.
Incredibly descriptive, thank you.
Heal you because I had to heal.
Yeah, help you there, lad. Help.
Myself.
You're going to live.
Yeah, we're playing too fucking aggressive.
I turned around.
Caleb, you were like 10 miles ahead of me.
And I.
All right, we're too aggressive. Soft, soft. Then once we see them, we can all engage together.
Or shield, don't poke out over there.
There we go, babies. You getting in there, baby? Let's go.
No.
That goes right side.
Nice shatter. Oh,
Get in there. Nap time.
Grabbing point.
yep. We gotta grab it quickly.
All right. Stick on your Rhine. Stick on your Rhine.
Touch from afar.
4 down, guys. Come on.
Who wants to party? Who wants to party, homie? You ready?
Who's born ready?
Ah, fuck.
Oh boy. Okay.
I would try, regardless of what role you
And
play,
healing on point.
to
Right.
try and make it a
Right on.
habit to check the
Play slow. You play right on.
like that little home screen or whatever frequently to see where everyone's ult charge is. Again, just so you know what's not working, where you know where everyone's ult charge is. Also, again, the value of dying on point.
Believe.
If the fight's happening on point, go to point and die on point.
Okay. We got to pick. We traded, which is good. Holders on the right. Hog's behind. He's looking for a hook. There it is. Trying to keep you up on it.
You were purple.
That's so good.
You're down a healer. Got my ult.
Look at you.
6 second point.
Fuck. Yeah, it
We
was.
just didn't group up. We kind of screwed ourselves over.
I fucked us there. I threw that a little bit earlier. I thought he was at like 97 or 98.
Yeah, it's okay.
And I was like, homie.
It was at 98.
Fuck.
Okay, Luigi.
All right, that's, yeah.
Oh, we just have to win one. It's fine. I don't mind playing.
I'd prefer if you didn't. Like, not because you're bad, but yeah, I'm fine with that.
But yeah, no, they said, let's get Wild Pants in here and have him play Torb. Was basically the sentence they said. I don't think they realized I was still in match chat.
The fact that they have Alex now is actually really good for us. Who do they switch out for, though?
Pocho.
Ocho.
That's actually not.
That's a good thing.
That's
That's a good thing.
He was lagging.
So the call out that's being made here is that they're gonna have a
Very
Torb. So
versatile.
naturally, what you're gonna want to do is
Yeah, he is.
go
I think
Farah.
also, like,
It
him
doesn't
as
hurt to
Pocho.
pull
Like,
it
Pocho
out
wasn't
straight out of the gate, and
lagging.
if it doesn't work, then you can switch. Farah counters Torb. Her rockets do the same amount of damage regardless of how
Alright,
far
guys,
they're being
don't jump.
shot,
Sim.
whereas Torb's turret is ranged. It's far range, but it's still ranged nonetheless. And with them having the sim, it just ended up working out better, because she also really counters the sim.
That was one hit.
even if she's not doing much here, she's forcing them
2
to
seconds.
Body hurt.
look up
I know.
and try and figure out a way to take care of the Pharah so that the rest of our team can push in.
Hurts.
Kills low, kills low. I got bubble for you. I got bubble for you. I got bubble for you. I'm dead though. I'm dead for it. God damn it. Got the counter on that.
I hate Kel so much.
Alright,
He
okay.
needs to be a priority.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
He
was
needs
gonna say
to.
junk
Like,
instead of
don't
roll.
even.
Yeah, and just spam.
Yeah, please.
Immer unterbricht mich
Me and
jemand
Zach
am
meme. I don't have bubble for you.
Stream engaged.
That purple. Oh,
He's bad?
Incoming.
Next
Heroes
low.
never die.
I got bubble. Go, big man. Already did. Okay. But save him.
Locking down the objective. I will lead us to victory. Let's
MTD, I'm killing it.
I'll push cart. You guys should take high ground
Push
if you
through,
can.
push through.
Enemy control that up on that. I will do some assistance. Let's get you that outbound. Damage increased. Right beside you.
Okay. I have bubble for you. Do you want to res him?
I could have killed
Come
McCree,
this
but
way.
I booked him. Oh
Come,
shit.
I can't see you. Yeah, okay, you're fine.
The McCree was also low when I did it.
Come
I was
back
hoping to
just for
flap
a
him.
moment. If we can get
Yeah,
3
come
on
back.
card for a minute, just to get around this corner, that'd be beautiful.
I will not waste
If not, fuck you
ATP.
guys, eat a huge dick. No, I'm just kidding. You guys are fine. Or something. That's true.
There's already definitely has grab by the way.
Back up just a bit, because I can't heal you on the other side of this. Otherwise, I wouldn't care.
Ming.
But
He's going for Ming. Soul check.
I got behind.
Big ult.
I'm gonna break right shield.
Heal her on her, please.
Overall, here we played this really well. The comms were really
Bring him top.
good, and
He's weak up top.
Oh, I can't get him.
we, for the most part, were listening to each other.
Oh, get him.
Crossers low.
never die.
Back up on him.
I'm going for the total steam.
There it is. It's okay. They used
Can we
ults there
please group?
in that fight.
yeah.
I'm here.
They used ults too.
Pull back if you can, because you don't have any
You
heals.
need to switch up that far.
You don't have any heals.
Yeah, we need to switch off far.
Oh,
Bring double deep hit scan.
double hits against hurt. Got
Oh,
bubble
yeah,
on
you
him.
do.
Amplify. Get them off me.
I don't have bubble for you, Caleb. Got bubble now.
Reloading, so.
Peak performance.
Mercy's dead.
Big shatter.
Let's get you that outbound.
I have ult. I don't know if I should.
The battle continues.
Alright, homophobic, let's attempt and combo. It's gonna be hard. Just try and sneak up top or something, I don't know.
Damage boost engaged.
Get at least 2.5 on card here.
I really need to be with Ryan, but
Good.
Yeah.
I'll get cart.
Damage amplified.
Bubble.
Let's get you that outbound.
You ready? Homie, let's do this.
Heroes never die.
He can't heal.
Monkey's low.
It's just the Ryan. Don't worry about it, homie.
Heilstrahl aktiviert. Right beside you.
Walk hard, I guess.
Peak performance levels.
Monkey's one shot.
No charge.
Fuck! There's a soldier
No
behind us,
charge.
please.
Bonk.
I'm here.
Damage
Oh.
boost me. I have high noon. We can wait.
Close that up on them.
Monkey.
Healing stream engaged.
Okay, we just walked it in, I guess.
Like I said, we played that really well. I really don't have any critiques from that, so good job. Well played.
Do you want to play like for defense, or do you want to keep the Zarya?
I think Zarya's a good move. It basically nullifies their Ana. So, like, Zarya's always going to be good, and Caleb is too good to not be putting more resources into. You're getting value, he's getting value, we're all getting value. There's no reason to not be Zarya.
So you
Unless they
wanna
were,
play
like,
Torch, should I do it?
significantly better.
I remember the feeling.
I would prefer, like, a junk or something.
Torp
But, I mean, actually, no.
No,
That's
play-
actually
play
probably a
that.
good thing, because they're probably going to play Pharah.
Kills far is okay.
I will play far or Reaper
Alex's
most
far is
likely.
okay. Alex's far is okay.
The turret
Was Alex-
placement right here is pretty dirty. If you set it far back enough, it'll shoot at people on point, but it also shoots at people
What's happening last round?
at choke through this little crack. It's really hard to destroy from choke. So I guess that's one of the little cheeky areas that you can do for Torb if you're ever playing him on this map.
I'm taking care of you. Point me in the right direction.
They had double hits again. 2.
Supporter tanks, supporter tanks.
Healing stream engaged.
Okay, bubble went down immediately. I don't have a bubble for you.
Shield.
Damage amplified.
Oh, I choked.
She's
You're
low.
strafing all of my fucking healing. I'm getting a little bit annoyed.
Heal up. Power under attack. Just point me in the right direction. I'm taking care of you.
Backing up, I'm anti.
You're purple.
Now see what I can do. Heroes never
Crosshair's
die.
low.
Helden sterben nicht. Reißen in Bereitschaft.
Find one.
Far, far, far.
Let's get you back in the fight. I am on
Mercy's really
Yeah,
weak.
fuck him up, Aiden.
damage amplified.
Yeah. Cool 7% right off the bat.
What's combat?
Damage increased.
Okay, thank you.
I'm taking care of you.
Zarya's low.
I'm with
Or
you.
keep her alive, wow.
Damage boost engaged.
God, Roscoe, you're so bad.
You're purple.
Oh, I
Don't be
need
aggressive.
healing or a res behind.
Your support has arrived.
Ana's left in that room on Torb. Help our Torb. Just on him, I think.
Heal up.
Aye.
Let me get you patched up.
Percented.
You did the best I could for you, lad. I hate you.
Good.
Fuck. Yeah,
I hate you. No. That
That's
was
my
all
fault.
for stupid memes, dude.
that's my fault.
Ah.
I have my ult, though.
Why?
We have so
Starting
many ults.
over from the beginning.
Yeah.
Where does it hurt?
Pull back.
Damage amplified.
Hey guys, I don't like that we're decentralized. I'm not gonna lie. Or if we're being cheeky, just call it out.
I was just
My ult's
doing
down,
that to get from
waiting so
recent
very
spawn.
Yeah.
patiently to use it.
You're good. I'm just making sure because I don't want to not be part of the big play here.
Helden sterben nicht.
Monkey, I don't think has any abilities.
Heroes never die. I'm taking care of you.
You get behind.
Hold
Yeah,
it
it is.
behind.
I'm getting lasered.
Yep.
Let's get to the outlet.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Keep going, keep going.
Yeah, I
keep
like
going.
that.
But still behind.
Go, 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 go.
Good
I
shit.
hold you, I hold you.
Damage increased.
They're going up top or around, I'm not sure.
Better. Where does it hurt?
Going up, they're going up.
You should be at peak performance levels.
Same.
Bingo.
Upper soldier. I can't.
Back it up, Aiden.
Okay, you're good.
Fine.
Good idea.
Monkey ulted.
I hate that.
Got you.
So they
you
TP
don't.
bombed us there. With Zarya's alternate fire, I believe it takes 2 hits to destroy the turrets, and it'll get them all since they're all in that little centralized area. So if you're Zarya, try and be
Yeah,
aware of
control
that
the
and do
repairs.
that if you
Yeah.
can.
Bubble.
Damage amplified. Help me. Waffen sterben nicht.
We got a touch point. Caleb, not that way. This way.
Bro, I had to help my Ana.
Die.
The fuck?
Fine.
I'm here.
Cal must die. Cal must die.
Stop now.
Nice, good kill.
Oh.
I have my ults coming up.
Damage increased.
Alright, good
Come
stop,
top
guys.
with me,
Good
Morgan.
one.
Oh.
Let's
Yeah, I
get
know,
to the
Eric.
outlet.
Oh my God. Yeah, I know.
I know the feeling.
Ich bin
I know
da.
the feeling.
Schaden verstärkt. Let me get you patched up.
I'll join up top.
On a bubble.
Damage boost engaged. I'm
They
taking care of you.
hope to accomplish it there.
You've got this. You should be at peak performance levels.
Nice, I hit him with my fucking.
Monkey weak in the back.
Let's get you back out there.
Killed him. Everything?
I'm going up top.
I just can't get any charge.
I would
now.
regroup. And dying out there alone would not help. Actually, they don't have anybody who can hook you or displace you, so I guess you're
Actually,
fine, but I wouldn't be too far.
Alright, I have my ult.
Oh, monkey's over there, left.
Going up top. They're all there. They're all there. They're all going up top.
Let me get you patched up.
Going back up top.
Fire at will.
Monkey, 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 monkey.
Heroes never die.
Touch him.
Yes.
That was all
Viva!
really well played, team. I'm super proud. I really do think that we're gonna do well in
Yeah.
scrims from here on out. If you have any questions
this
or
is
have
because we were
anything
too
that you want me to
aggressive.
go
We
over,
deserve this.
just let me know,
That is completely on me.
That is because we're too
and
fucking
I'll see
aggressive.
you on practice on Tuesday.
Keep that in mind, children.
I can't hear you over my Metallica. Shut up.
Neither can I. We're not even listening to Metallica.
Facts.
What?
Ah.